Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers. At shooting guard, Chris Dunn. At small forward, Norman Powell. At center, Ivica Zubac. At the other guard position, James Harden. At forward, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team is Tyronn Lue. Rip City, are you ready for your Portland Trail Blazers? At guard, at 6'3", number 00, Scoot Henderson. At power forward, at 6'7", number 9, Jeremy Grant. The other forward, at 6'9", number 8, Danny ADDICT. At guard, standing 6'5", number 17, Shaedon Sharpe. In the middle, at 6'9", number 35, Robert Williams.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. You take a look at Klingon. While not in the top 5 currently, he's definitely on the radar screen, and he's been playing some very solid basketball.
And he's had a decent amount of success here in his first year. A few of the top guys in the rankings have kind of outperformed him, but he's lived up to the reasonable expectation.
Well, you're getting the 2 C's from him right now, comfortable and confident. And he could really turn it up as the season gets going.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharpe. The forward spots will be ADDICT and Grant. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And that one's good by Henderson.
And sometimes you have to trust your instincts, and Henderson pulls up the moment he feels that the shot is available.
From deep, Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now, here's Sharpe. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And Williams so dangerous because he's one of those guys who can get above the rim.
Pass to Powell. Back to Dunn. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
Now Zubac, following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. He was all alone on that one. Harden's got his third basket of the night right there.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Back to Henderson. Pass to Avdia. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Leonard kicks to Dunn. Harden looking it over. To the wing on the left. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers
For Ivica Zubac.
and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Trailblazers third.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Trailblazers trail by
2
5.
minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
First team foul. Clippers substitution, number 33. Nick
1:58 left here in the first quarter. Williams passes to Avdia. Oh, Ayton in position. The Clippers grab the miss. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
And here's Henderson after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. Outside, Avdia. Inside, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Batum a screen on Henderson. Here's Harden. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Done against Sharp. Driving in. It's hauled in by Dunn. Clippers leading by 8. Harden outside. Pass to Batum. Dunn looking over the floor. On the wing, Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Avdia against Powell. Now, Avdia provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. From beyond And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Powell. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. And he'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Here we go, Blazer fans. Here comes your Trailblazers stat team. Get live, fans of the...
Seekers checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's done in for Terrence Mann. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, I think the kids would say Simons is in his bag. Is that right?
Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard. Kawhi puts it down hard.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Patton, done covering. To the left side wing. Pass to Highland. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And stolen by Ayton. And it's Bones Highland with the foul.
Bones Highland.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Delano Banton.
Robert Williams.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They trail by 7. Simons from outside. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is such a valuable NBA player. And there is just a ton of confidence from this coaching staff for Anthony Simons to shoot shots like that.
Leonard sets a screen for Highland. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. The 17-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Nets. Simons, the pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Highland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. You know, winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Leonard. And it's James Harden in for Highland. Dunn kicks to Harden. Shoots over Henderson. Harden's shot is off.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Just pushing through that time. Avdia asserting himself against the contact.
Harden outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Zubac, the pass to Harden. Over Henderson. Harden can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Zubac kicks to Dunn. And here's Harden for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Grant outside. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Portland Trail Blazers.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Well, at the start of the voting, the leaders are the guys that everyone already knows. As you go along, usually new guys into the mix.
Every year it's a compelling story. Those guys who weren't expected to make an all-star impact doing just that. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
So for the Clippers right now, We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5.
Yeah, it's not a handful. It's a bundle of these kind of performances from James Harden. What a night.
Zubac against Williams. Shoots over Zubac, and the shot falls short this time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Count it, good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Sharp on the wing. Still yet to score. Pass to Henderson, 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 15. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Outside Leonard. Pass to Harden. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot by Powell, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Avdia. And he's good on the 3-ball. Avdia's got 7 points in the game.
You can see the work that Avdia has put into that 3-point shot.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Amir Coffey's jacked in for Norman Powell. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Henderson passes to Sharp. Henderson with the screen for Sharp. Off target with his 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Harden inside the 3-point line. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 20. Henderson dishes to Avdia. Down again, Sharp. Grant outside. Henderson looking it over. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Henderson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now, Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Zubac, a screen on Henderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again. Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Zubats with the screen for Harden. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless. That's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Walker's checked in for Murray. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Shaedon Sharpe.
What a tough play from Simons that time. He's going to get an extra shot to boot here at the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Bamba's checked in for Brown. Free throw good, Simons.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Pass to Coffey. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Three-pointers, Simon. James Harden getting it done for L.A. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back right after this. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Keep attacking, all right? Nah, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Now stand focused on the task at hand. You heard it in Coach Lue's voice, urging his guys on.
All about focus and how you execute at this point. Tough to beat.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Ayton is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Island passes to Mann. Leonard inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Tries again. It's tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
LA's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Count it. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Here's Mann. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Kamare. No good on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Batum finds Highland. Leonard inside, in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now. That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got 23 points.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Banton's shot is off.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The steal, a solo fast break. Here's Mann. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most.
Oh,
goodness.
Assisted.
Yeah, get your popcorn out. We've seen this movie before. Kawhi not letting up now on the offensive end.
Simons from outside. Portland again missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Here's Leonard. Sweet little floater.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Outside, Simons. Batum grabs the miss. Leonard with the ball. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Why, you were in peak form tonight, so how fun is it when you control a game like that?
Definitely. You know, basketball is fun, and it's just amazing that I was able to get to this point, and I have a coaching staff, guys with me that push me every day.
Well, it showed out there tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
Make your hell gaming.